Hello, this is Ron Brown again. It's video number 5, Structure and Direction. I'm doing this on May 20th, 2024. I want to elaborate on structure and direction, show you something I've been working on. As always, remember the market is your teacher. That applies to indexes, individual stocks, ETFs, whatever. And I'm going to try to show you some of that today. As always, any stock, index, or ETF mentioned in this presentation is not a recommendation to buy or sell. All trading strategies are used at your own risk. Okay, now I'm using the context charts. I changed the colors on here. I want to show you this charts you have now are probably black bodies rather than red bodies, but if you edit the indicator, go under daily price. I had it on single color before. I'm selecting multicolor here. The stocks that close up are going to be outlined in black. Close down are going to be filled in red. I just think it is a little bit easier for this exercise that I'm doing now. As far as structure and direction, looking over here to the left, structure refers to the high and low prices of each interval. Direction is the relationship of the closing price to the opening price. So it's very easy to see direction here, the open to the close on the black and red bars. What we're looking for is structural higher highs and higher lows as well as closes to determine the structure. And this last sentence here, it's important to understand that structure can have higher highs and higher lows even if the direction close versus open is down, and I'll point that out as we go along. Now, what I think this is something you may be interested in trying or doing. I'm using this on a daily chart. It'll work on a weekly chart. I just happen to pick this stock. I'm in my options of most active stocks, bar charts, and you can use anything. I just happen to be in here right now. And then I've applied the continuation indicator, which you will find under favorite daily prospecting's end of day and intraday, continuation up and continuation down. And I'm on the intraday version to see which stocks are moving up. Now, MicroStrategy is, as you all know, is highly related to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's up 2.57% today, and MicroStrategy is up 6.73. But let's. I haven't looked at this. Let's just look at Generac. Now, this is a stock. They produce these generators which are advertised on television a lot, and I'll just use this as an example. I'm going to make it full screen. I'm going to bring up the annotation tools. I'm going to click on the arrow, the line right here, and the drawing line up here. And I'm going to select dark blue for right now. And you can see this stock has been in a pretty wide trading range right here, but I'm going to start right here. Now, I'm just talking about structure here and direction. And in the other videos that are going to be coming in the future, and I hope to do several of them this week, I'm going to be talking about, well, let me minimize this so I can. I'm going to be talking about pivot trends, and I'm going to be talking about price action trend changes. So these all go along with structure and direction, which I'm going to concentrate on in this video. Now, this may or may not be a good stock, but I'm going to, down here in this support area here, I'm not going to mark up the whole chart. I'm just going to mark up some of these candles. So what I've decided to do to make this a little bit easier to determine structure and direction, I'm taking these lines and I'm starting depending on if the direction is up or down. I'm holding the shift key and I'm just moving the arrow to the length of the structure for the day. So the low to the high, this is the structure of the day. So structurally there are two positive days here. This candle here is close is greater than, or its open is greater than the prior day's close. So I'm going to categorize this as structurally up. And then on this one right here, the close is lower than yesterday's close. So this is structurally down. And structurally up, going from the low of the day to the close. The direction is positive, structurally up. Structurally up. All these closes are higher than the prior day. That's how I'm determining this. Structure is up. Structure, remember, structure is the entire range of the candle for the day. And here is a red one, red body. But the close is higher than the prior day's close, so I'm going to classify that structure as being up also. Now, this gap down and close near the high, the close is slightly higher than the prior day's close, so structurally this is up. So you can see that there are several days here that are structurally positive. Now this one here, it's kind of a shooting star, but the close is higher than the prior day's close. Same here, same here, same here. Now this one is lower than the prior day's close, so I'm going to classify this one as structurally down. This low here, compared to the prior day's close, I'm going to say that's structurally down. This one's structurally down because these closes are all lower than the prior day's close. Now we're getting into this white body here. Notice that its close is greater than the prior day's. I'm holding my shift key while I'm doing this. So all of these are structurally up because their closes are greater than the prior day. Now this one, the close is lower than the prior day, so I'm going to make that structurally down just because the close is lower than the prior day's close. I'm going to make this one structurally up, structurally up, structurally up because the close is higher than the prior day's close. This one, it's a doji, it's a warning sign, but it's structurally up. Now the structure here, I don't know how that happened, but structurally here is down, and here is down, obviously. And this one here, you can see that it's red, but its close is greater than the prior day's close. So I'm going to make that one structurally up. Let me click on this here and this one right here. Delete that one. Go back to this. Structurally up, structurally up, structurally up, 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 down, because the close is lower than the prior day's close. This is structurally up, structurally up. This will be structurally up because the close is higher than the prior day's close. Down, up, and look at this, it's currently up. So I just decided to try something like this because I think it really makes it easier to determine structure, and you can see the opens and close, so you can see direction and structure here very easily. And rather than just looking at indicators and so on, this is just a naked chart. Now, it may be better to do this on a weekly chart for longer term trends, but it works well on the daily chart too. So with this structurally up right here, now this is something that we're going to get into in, or what I'm going to get into in other videos, is here is a higher high. Let me change this to green. So if I determine that this is structurally up because the close is greater than their prior close, and then I draw this, there's the first higher high and the second higher high because it's higher than this one right here. And then the third higher high would be right in here. So this would be the beginning of an uptrend, and you can see that that's the way, or the way it has worked out. And let's go back here and see how that works. Okay, so what we're looking for are 3 higher highs for a price trend up change. There's first higher high. If I close this, you can see that this is the second higher high here, and then this would be the third higher high as this candle takes off. And then there's a one-day pullback. On the pullbacks, if there's not a pullback more than 2 bars, if you don't get to that third lower low, the trend is still intact, and intact, not intract. And you can see that this trend moved up. Now going over here, structurally down, which would be the first lower low, and this would be the second lower lower, and then this would be the third lower lower. So in that instance, there was a price trend change down, then it reversed here again. First higher high, second higher high. I don't know what happened to all my colors here, but anyway, that's the way it works. And I'll be covering this more and more as we get into combining all of these elements together. This is a very short video, but I just wanted to share this with you. I think what happened is when I put this line on here, it just changed the colors. But anyway, that's irrelevant. Thanks for listening. There will be more of this. I'll be doing a lot of analysis like this in these videos.